your rest.
And now back to the Big Dumb Fun Show.
Let me turn your mic up, and then you can hear Rina Meta, Jeff Hurst, a.k.a. Venkman, and Aaron Gunner, hosts of the Big Dumb Fun Show.
Oh, booyah! Can I just make myself clear?
Please, make yourself clear.
I am cranky.
Are you?
Yeah.
You just got off a long flight.
That's why she called me Bruce Jenner.
But that's okay.
What's your excuse then, Gunner? You've been testy all night.
I'm testes.
You're testes.
No, but I've been in California Thursday, Friday, Saturday for the last 4.5 days on probably a maximum of 10 hours of sleep.
Yeah. And so that's why you're testy.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you are you the kind that takes the vitamins when you get on the plane because of all the disease?
No, but last week on like Wednesday, Tuesday-ish, I was starting to get sick. I kind of had like a cold, and then I just took a bunch of those, what are they called? Airborne medicine and emergency, and I felt better. Good.
Now, let's get to the brass tacks. Because you were testy during Chris's segment. I want to see how testy you can get. Let's talk politics. Right?
Oh, God.
So the big story right now is that now that, the big election's coming up in November, of which I honestly thought, if you would ask me last year, that this would be hands down Obama's to lose.
Really?
Right? Like, I thought that he would there's like landslide Obama, right? Just I didn't think there was any reason, especially because we kept seeing these jokers on the Republican debates and how just awful they all are. So finally everyone just settled, and in a big resounding, I guess, they got Mitt Romney. All right, so Romney's the guy for the Republicans. Ron Paul is the guy that only makes sense, but he's the kooky, crazy, who is the guy out of, who am I thinking of? Can I finish? That guy. Who is that guy?
Huckabee.
No.
Don't know, don't care.
Off the first Clinton election, he was the guy that was always buying airtime and whatnot.
Thinking of Clinton,
billionaire.
I wish he would come back.
Oh, Ross Perot.
Ross Perot. Can I finish? Ross Perot. So he's virtually this election round's Ross Perot. There's no other candidates, which I am a believer. I am like anti-political side. But I think that we're not going to get anywhere until we have the third party. Like what? And I don't care what party it is. I think we need somebody else because everyone's got awful ideas.
I just feel like everybody in politics has kind of lost where we started. It was supposed to be for the people, all the people, about the people. And I just don't think it's like that anymore. And this probably has nothing to do with politics. But for example, I don't remember what state or city, but the firefighters that were making decent money are now getting paid minimum wage. Did you hear about this story?
I did not, please.
It's like the firefighters now are making $7.75 an hour to go run in to burning buildings and rescue people just because the city can't afford them. But I want to know...
Whose fault is that?
I don't know. Their city doesn't have any money. But I want to know, did the senator or did the mayor or did the big council people, did they take a pay cut? Did they? How big of a pay?
Everybody's making minimum wage right now.
So you're telling me the senator, the mayor?
Not the senator. The senator is federal.
Okay, whatever.
Okay, the whole city government is making nothing but $7.75. Scranton, Pennsylvania.
They cut all city workers' pay to minimum wage.
Yeah, we have a choice. We can either pay you minimum wage or you can have no job at all.
Okay, but my point is this is where we are as supposedly a powerhouse. This is where the U.S. this is where we're at.
Yep, $7.50 an hour.
This is what U.S. is now.
That's because for so many years, they promised, okay, we'll pay this much, we'll pay you this much when you retire and stuff like that. And they have so much money that they have to pay out that they don't have anything left over to run today.
So it's the old people
and then
that are screwing this country up.
There's no jobs. Yeah. There's nothing. There's nothing that the U.S. can stand for right now. And then you bring into all of this politics. It's just you don't even want to listen to it.
You bring in Mitt Romney, and Romney can stand. He stands for something. He stands for making a lot of money.
Yeah,
because that's what he's good at.
He makes a lot of money.
Well, and he's made a ton of cash.
He has.
So that's really his thing. Is with Obama, it was like, hey, this is I was something new and something different. And I think so many people were like, this is the guy. This is the guy that's going to make it all better. And then
Yeah, but
nothing. Like
Obama,
nothing happens. Not that
Obama
he's done a lot of bad stuff. I just think he hasn't really done anything.
Well,
and
Obama-
he comes out and he's like, "Hey, I've got all this business experience. Obama has virtually none."
Exactly.
And I think that's not even arguable.
I think that
he doesn't
Obama has
hardly any
had
business.
a tough row to hoe. Without a doubt,
True.
coming in, the economy was already down. I mean, like, George Bush basically jumped off the ship before it was sinking.
Well, I do agree with Mitt Romney. He does have a lot of experience, but Obama, on the other hand, he has none, and he's a great talker. Obama can talk, and get you where you go to church and you're like, ah! But at the same time, what has Obama done?
By the way, the Libertarians are trying to get Gary Johnson, who used to be a governor in New Mexico, to run.
Yeah, and it's not going to happen. No, I mean, it can
Not
happen.
this
He can't
election.
run, but it's not a feasible thing for a third party. I think that in order to even have a third party, you have to have X amount of percentage represented in the previous election, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know. I just think it's going to be very, very interesting, and I would like for us weekly to talk a little bit about it. But this is not a political show. It's really a show about everything and nothing all at once.
Exactly.
And this is happening, and Romney being not the guy I would have chosen, right? But he does have the like. Why are people faulting the guy for making money? Like,
I'm
isn't
not
what
faulting
whole
the guy for making money. I think my whole thing is just I'm just over it. I mean, I'm over.
You can't
that.
be over it. We got till November.
I
Every
know.
day.
I'm meaning over it, meaning like these presidents come in and it's not for the people. You have all these people living in the U.S., but look how many people are struggling right now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look how many people are losing their homes. Look how many people are losing their cars. Look how many people are losing their jobs or taking these huge pay cuts just to survive in the U.S. And I think it on a different level that we just don't have anyone fighting for the people anymore. Just like these presidents come in and it's all about the Senate or it's all about he said, he should. It's like these top people are coming in and making all these money, but yet we have either the riches or we have the lower class people that are living off of the government.
But see, that's one of the things that the whole Occupy movement was about. It was about getting big business money out of politics because big business money makes politics and our government about big business, not about the people.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's just like I see so many people struggling and it breaks my heart that, I mean, just like my family itself, my family works so hard for every single dollar that comes into our pocket, but yet they're struggling. But then you see these people who are CEOs and they delegate things to do and they're just sitting on their butts, which I probably am wrong, but just what I've seen. And they're making a ton of money.
But that's the name of the game.
But the idea is without those CEOs, without them,
have no job.
without driving it, they're the ones getting everybody else the minimum wage job.